Do you see the subject of technology as an important one for business readers?
It's hard to estimate about the importance of technology to business readers. It's clearly very high on the list of critical subjects right now, and getting technology right is, in the view of many business readers, the difference between survival and death. Part of our mission has got to be to warn our readers about innovation and to give them tools to make the most of change in the technological space.
We're speaking later with Kevin Kelly about his book, What Technology Wants, which makes the argument that technology has always been equally present in our lives. But judging from the literature you've seen about business, does it seem like it's more of a focus now than it has been in the past?
Well, technology, if it's defined very broadly, has always been present in human life because it's been our destiny to evolve technologically since the invention of the first spear or the first wheel. But in point of fact, our utilization of technology has been very gradual until the last 300 years, when the innovation curve has gone pretty much straight vertical.
Do you think it's important for readers to keep up to date on the current thinking about technology, or does it feel like it's too much of a moving target these days?
I don't think that our readers believe they can afford to give up. There are certainly those who give up, and there are also those who choose to either oppose the innovation that's going on in the technology space right now. But my observation is that business readers accept the rate of innovation as a given in their lives and embrace it. I mean, the proliferation of new digital tools in the workplace and in people's private lives bears out, my observation that most of our audience is very, very eager to adopt technology, and a lot of our readers want to be on the cutting edge of it.
Are there any subject areas that you think are changing too quickly to be put into books?
Well, one phenomenon that we see evolving quickly in the bookstore is that books about the computer applications are becoming more and more difficult to sell, because computer applications are morphing and evolving so quickly that the only way to learn about them is by reading about innovations online. And so the computer section of bookstores, which used to be huge, is getting smaller and smaller and more expert. So learning how to operate a machine, for example, is probably not something you'd resort to in a book. But learning about a new way to frame technological evolution, a new whole class of technological innovation, is something that you might very well look to a book for.
So technology has been a hot topic for book publishers lately, and not just as a subject of books themselves. What changes in the technology of book publishing have you found the most striking?
Well, the revolution that we're going through right now, and there are several on the horizon, most notably the emergence of Google Books, which is something that's going to be happening in the next few months, and stay tuned for how that affects the landscape. Right now, we are accommodating the explosive growth of ebooks and e-readers, and we are noticing how the sales for ebooks and e-readers are going up very rapidly right now. A triple-digit growth annually. Proliferation of devices that are constantly being innovated on, and new audiences that are suddenly becoming purchasers of e-readers where they preferred paper books even as recently as a month or two ago. So right now we are in the midst of a time of intense transformation of several book markets, and the outcome is really very much in doubt, and particularly since Google Books is going to come in on top of that and lead our audience we know not where. The one sense we have is that all of this innovation is finding us new readers, readers who were perhaps not book readers before, readers who are educated about different aspects of the technology, and it looks to us like more of a growth opportunity than anything else. At least as publishers, that's the impression we have.
So you're not taking the Luddite approach?
I am not. I'm very excited about this. I think that this is a huge, new, invigorating challenge, and for a business publisher, especially a very invigorating challenge.
Great. Well, thank you, Adrian.